What's up, guys? I'm Miklos Clarke, and you're watching Success Diet for Young Entrepreneurs, Episode 1. Today, we'll be looking at 10 rules for success. Now, what is success? In the words of Earl Nightingale, success is the progressive realization of a worthy ideal. Now, what does this mean? It means that from the moment you start thinking about making the first step towards your goal, that's when you're having success. Now, oftentimes people mistake success for wealth, fame, or power. But the truth is, success is way less value-laden than that. A success is anyone who is working towards a predetermined goal. It is a teacher who is teaching because that's what he or she wants to do. It is a pilot who takes passengers from country to country safely because being the best pilot is his or her dream. It is the man that gets up every morning and deliberately rides his bicycle for 10 miles because that's what he wants to do. A success is anyone who's working towards a predetermined goal. Rule number 1, setting goals. Always have something to work towards and have a plan. If you fail to plan, you plan to fail. We set goals because we need to have a clear vision of our future. The only thing worse than being blind is having sight but no vision. Having a clear vision will allow us to focus on the task ahead, and we won't be easily distracted by any and everything. Rule number 2, daily meditation. Spend some time thinking about your goals and make strategies. Create a clear mental picture in your mind of the goals you want to achieve. Visualize yourself already achieving these goals. Whatever your mind feeds upon, it will eventually attract that onto you. Tell yourself that you will achieve these goals no matter the circumstances. Rule number 3, believe. Believe that you are capable of achieving your goals and that there is no one else that can do it for you. Belief makes reality. You become what you think about, or you become what you believe. Humans can alter their lives by altering their attitudes of minds. If you believe that you are a failure, then you will become a failure. If you believe that you will be successful and you will stop at nothing to achieve your goals, then you will eventually achieve them. Rule number 4, patience. Practice delayed gratification. Success is a process and it takes time. So is everything else that we do. If you are able to practice delayed gratification, then you will be able to make better decisions in life. You will have self-control, which is necessary for success. You must be willing to do the things today that others won't do, in order to have the things tomorrow that others won't have. Now, here is a video about the Chinese bamboo tree. This will help you to understand patience a little bit more.
In the Far East, they have something that's called the Chinese bamboo tree. The Chinese bamboo tree takes 5 years to grow. And when they go through a process of growing it, they have to water and fertilize the ground where it is every day. And it doesn't break through the ground until the 5th year. Okay? But once it breaks through the ground, within 5 weeks, it grows 90 feet tall. Now the question is, does it grow 90 feet tall in 5 weeks or 5 years? The answer is obvious. It grows 90 feet tall in 5 years, because at any time that person stopped watering and nurturing and fertilizing that dream, that bamboo tree would have died in the ground. And I can see people coming out talking to a guy out there watering and fertilizing the ground that's not showing anything. Hey, what you doing? You've been out here a long time, man. And the conversation in the neighborhood is, you growing a Chinese bamboo tree, is that right? Yeah, that's right. Well, even Ray Charles and Stevie Wonder can see ain't nothing showing. You know that's how people are going to do you? So how long you been working on this? How long have you been working on your dreams? And you have nothing to show. This is all you got to show. People are going to do that to you. And some people, ladies and gentlemen, they stop. Because they don't see instant results. It doesn't happen quickly. They stop. Oh, no. You got to keep on watering your dream. And when it began to happen, they stopped laughing. They said, look. Whoa, look here. Look how. Hey, man, you know, I know you could do it. Look here, you got a job here? See, during those hard times, we didn't know how you're going to make payroll. During those times when you failed and things didn't work out, they were nowhere to be found. But you know what I discovered? When you're working at your dream, somebody said the harder the battle, the sweeter the victory. Oh, it's sweet to you. It's good to you. Why? See, when it's hard and there's a struggle, see, what you become in the process is more important than the dream. That's far more important. The kind of person you become, the character that you build, the courage that you develop, the faith that you're manifesting. Oh, it's something that you get up in the morning, you look yourself in the mirror, you're a different kind of person. You walk with a different kind of spirit. And people know that you know what life is, that you have embraced life. You knew it was hard, but you did it hard.
Rule number 5, procrastination. Do not procrastinate. If you procrastinate, you're only setting up yourself for failure, and you won't be able to meet your goals. You will lose time, precious time that cannot be regained. Also, if there is any opportunity that arises in the future, you will miss out on these opportunities, and you will have to live with that helpless feeling of regret. In the book 10 Pillars of Wealth by Alex Becker, it gives a good example of why you should not procrastinate and why you should reject doing things slowly. Let's say you are building a house for a client and the client give you a month to build the house, but you have the ability to build the house in a week. Would you rather to build the house in a week, or would you build a house in a month? Now, if you choose to build a house in a month, there's a high chance that something could go wrong. Murphy's Law. What can go wrong will go wrong. Now, let's say you decide to take a month to build a house and another client comes along. If you do not have the necessary resources to build 2 houses at the same time, you may lose out on that business opportunity. The same goes for starting a business. The longer you take to put out your business ideas, the higher your chances of your competitors coming up with the same ideas. So it's very important to not procrastinate. Rule number 6. Be proactive and not reactive. Being proactive means you take full responsibility for your life and you do not blame others for your actions. A proactive person knows that they are responsible. They do not go around and blame genetics, circumstances, conditions, or conditioning for their action. They know they choose their behavior. A reactive person, on the other hand, is often affected by their environment and they blame external sources. You should always try to be positive and know that you are in control of your actions. Rule number 7. Instead of being a complainer, be a problem solver. Innovation as a business process consists of finding market opportunities that leads to the introduction of new products, services, processes, or even to the modification of current products and services. An innovative person will go out and seek his own opportunity, while a non-innovative person will wait for the opportunity to reach them. Rule number 8. Read every single day. When you read, it's like a mental exercise that prepares your mind for the hard task that requires sharp thinking. It improves your memory, it reduces stress, it betters your communication skills, especially if you are the owner and operator of your own business. You need to be able to communicate the daily objectives and goals of your business with your staff on a day-to-day basis. Rule number 9. Practice delayed gratification. You must be able to resist the temptation of immediate rewards. Success usually comes down to choosing the pain of discipline over the ease of distraction, and that is exactly what delayed gratification is all about. Rule number 10. Spend your money on assets rather than liabilities. Now, what is an asset and what is a liability? An asset is anything that makes you money, while a liability takes money away from you. Now, the mistake most people make is that they spend most of their lives buying liabilities rather than assets. As business people, it's important that we know the difference between an asset and a liability. A perfect example of an asset would be real estate, and an example of a liability would be a personal car or buying a house just to live in and not to rent. You should always try to invest in things that will generate income in the future. Now, I'm not saying that you shouldn't buy a car, but you should know the right time to do so. Alright guys, this brings us to the end of this video. Please don't forget to subscribe and leave me a comment. I would love to know what you guys think about this video.